Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get some music up and running. Let's get some music up. Ooh, loud. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I think this should be fine. Okay, anyways. My progress this week is like primarily just fixes. Bug fixes. What else? Yeah, that's about it actually. So I've not done a lot this week. Just one moment, eh? Let me see, what time before? 3 more minutes to dev chat. So I'm working on I'm trying to get started on a new mechanic for Jump Jaboa, so I can start, you know, designing new levels for World 13, which is like long overdue. You know what, I should just drop by dev chat. Let's see.
Hi, chinykian.
Hello, John. What's up? What's
Busy.
busy? What have you been busy with? Hang on, let me lower the BGM volume so I can hear you. Yeah, what have you been busy with?
Work and life.
Work and life.
Yeah.
Work and life. Oh, sorry. I'm a bit tired. Yeah, I've been fairly busy with schoolwork as well. I have 1 more week of grading. Then after that, I should be free. Well, I mean, free as in, you know, quote unquote free. So what have you been working on for work?
What have I been working on for work?
Yeah.
You know what? I actually have no idea.
You have no idea. It's amazing.
I can't remember at all. The week just flashed by, you know.
Right, but you were busy the whole time.
I guess so.
Guess so. Is it
Maybe
kind of
not
the
so busy.
is it the kind of busy where, like, you know, like you're busy but you're not productive? Is it that kind?
Yeah, totally that kind. I'm sitting there staring at my screen, and the next moment you know it, it's 6 p.m. Then it's like, okay, that's the end of the day.
Alright, it's time to go home, right?
Yeah.
Hey, hang on, I need to bump up your volume. Can you say something?
Hello.
Say again.
Hello.
Okay, let's keep your volume here.
Okay.
Okay.
I can also try to speak louder.
Oh, that helps too. That helps too.
Hello.
Hello. I think Devious needs a bit more time.
Okay. So we will continue talking about being unproductive.
Sorry, say again? Continue what?
We'll continue talking about being unproductive.
Yes, that's right. Continue talking about being unproductive. Yeah. You know, like, You should start work on. You try to code, and then be like, oh, I'm tired. Let's check what's on YouTube.
Yeah. For me, these days it's like I visit Ars Technica, I visit Hacker News, and then I see, hey, this article looks interesting. Then I just start reading and reading.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Have you reading any books lately?
Have I been reading any books? I finally finished reading that King Arthur Legends.
King Arthur Legends.
The title is The Once and Future King by T.H. White.
Wait, haven't you had that book for a long time?
Yeah, I've had the book for a long time. But I at some point I kind of just stopped reading it, and a few weeks ago I just forced myself to, at least just finish the book, because I had like about 200 pages left to read.
Right.
100, 200 pages. And it's like, just, finish it.
Now, I have a problem with books. Sometimes, there are books that really interest me. I can read it, no problem, right? But then there are other books, like, you flip a few pages and be like, okay, I can feel the inertia, right? It's
yeah.
It takes a while to get into it, and most of the time, I never really get the engine started. So, yeah. I'm trying to read a book. What have you been trying to read? Oh, I'm trying to read this book. It's just a very small book. It's called The Little Book of History, and it covers like ancient civilization all the way to modern times, right? It talks about like Rome and the ancient Chinese civilization and so on and so forth. Like this, currently at the Marco Polo, but it's just 2 pages, right? Like for any of the significant events, right? It's just like 2 to 3 pages, so it's supposedly quite digestible. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I got it. But even then, right? Even then, I couldn't like consume more than 3 pages in one sitting. Like most of the time, I only read it when I'm in the bus, during commute. Yeah. So I'm just wondering how like people who read a lot, right? How do they?
Yeah.
I guess it's innate interest, right? Maybe I'm just very uninterested in a lot of things. Maybe.
Maybe you just need to take the bus more.
Take what? Take bus more.
Take the bus.
Oh yeah, I should.
What does that mean?
Yo, hey Devious Oatmeal. What does that mean? Oh, it means that since I only read this particular book when I'm on the bus, I should take the bus more. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like a saying. Like go out more or something.
Yeah, maybe that's his hidden meaning, right? Go out more, Chiny. That's what he's saying. I do have another book I want to get into. That actually really interests me. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. Oh. The one by Jason Schneider, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce
that book?
You have that book? Yeah.
Jason Schreier, yeah.
Schreier, sorry, not Schneider. Schreier, yes. That game journalist from Kotaku? Is it Kotaku?
Was he? I think he was at Kotaku for a period, or was
but he's no longer there, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading that, but first I need to finish the Little Book of History. Because like I'm so unlearned about so many things in the world, I thought like the least I could do is just read up a bit. Anyway, Devious, how's your week?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Land came out, so well, not productive, but pretty good overall.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear. Hey, how's your back? Is it still hurting?
Yeah, it's still hurting now and again, but not as much. I stopped sitting on my I guess office chair, because it looks like an office chair, but it doesn't have a back on it. Like it's the first time I've seen this. I thought it was clever at first, but I think it's why it doesn't. I think it's why it hurts my back. So whenever I got it, they all the like tools that come with it, all like little pieces and whatever, they were like stuffed inside of the back of it. But the whole back of the chair is hollow. So like you can put other stuff in there too if you wanted to.
Whole back of the chair is hollow.
Yeah, so like if you look at an office chair and you like tap on the back of it,
Right.
you know, you can feel that it's like solid. You know, like there's cushioning and other stuff inside of there.
Yeah.
But on this chair, it doesn't have that. It's just like you just lean on pleather, but there's like a pole in the middle on the bottom
Right.
that eventually like the pleather like stretches and then you can start filling the pole, and it's that pole that kind of started doing it. Plus the weirdness of the seat itself. I don't know exactly what it was, but I do know that chair is the thing that was causing it. Because ever since I stopped sitting on it, I started feeling a lot better.
Right. You stopped sitting on it, so you got a different chair, or are you like standing up to work?
Well, no, I just went to go get a chair from the kitchen and just.
Right.
I was just using that. It just feels better. I don't like that it's like just completely stiff. But
Yeah, I keep hearing people talking about using a standing desk. I wonder if it's worth it. You know. Like,
I'd think about it. I'd probably get a standing desk and get one of those like little, maybe a treadmill or something, and just.
Oh, whoa!
To like watch stuff though. I don't think I'd be able to work and do a treadmill. That'd be too. Maybe one of those little biking things if I was gonna work, because that's more stationary. But you know, if you're on a treadmill, then you're like.
Yeah, I mean,
going up and down.
Yeah, exactly. How are you even going to read your book, right?
Yeah, so like, you know, if you're like sitting down and you're doing a little biking thing, that's a lot more stationary. I'd probably do something like that if I ever did get a standing chair. I have been thinking about it though.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it too, but I probably can't get it. It's not enough room in my. Not enough space in my room.
Yeah,
it's not cheap also, right? It's like several $100s maybe.
I mean, you just gotta get a desk and just
get a tall desk.
If you want one of the ones that can go up and down, then yeah, those are probably gonna be a bit pricey. But if you just want like one that's just always tall, yeah, and then you probably can get a cheaper one of those. Maybe get some kind of chair that can adjust or something. Get a stool, one of those bar stools.
Yeah.
You just set it to the side if you ever want to like sit down or something.
True. That works too. Okay. John, would you like to start?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sweating out the storm as I'm sitting here. It's terrible weather.
But it looks like it's gonna dang it. It looks like it's gonna rain soon.
Yeah, but why does it feel so hot, man? Okay.
Do you see my screen?
Yes. Do I need to join you?
Yeah, sure.
No. Okay, come on. I will.
No.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and join too at the same time.
What did?
Yeah, let's
what did I
test it.
do?
Did you break it already?
I think I broke it.
Amazing.
What?
I see.
Whatever.
I guess.
What?
I guess that's it for your presentation.
And that's it for today. We'll see you again next week. Wait, no. What did I do?
Oh my god.
What?
You couldn't
Hang
just.
on. It was working the other day.
Were you just adding stuff to it right before the presentation?
No. No. Let me just refresh the page. 0916. Okay, let's try this. Okay, just 0. Chinykian 0.
Okay, 0, fine.
I don't know what I did.
You don't know what you did?
Oh, maybe I keyed in a space somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, so what I did this week is I had a little FPS counter thingy at the bottom to show you like what frame rate is running at. So and on average it's like 50 FPS right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
50 is is 50 like.
Hang on.
Wait.
Let me.
Web games can run at 60, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But is there a reason why yours is 50?
It's 50 because I'm skipping frames while waiting for your input to come in.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So well, another thing I did is did this thing called if you look at my screen, my history, my git log,
Mm-hmm.
You see that I said something about making a frame skipping adaptive. So
Define adaptive.
yeah, right. So previously, when I was skipping a frame, I would skip like every, say, 5 frames or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that's like if I have to skip, say like I'm so far behind that, or I'm so far ahead that I have to pause for 10 frames. What happened is that I would skip every 5 frames. I would skip one frame, skip processing of 1 frame, and I'll do that like maybe 10 times. But if you're like so far ahead, you should be skipping more frequently, as opposed to say like I'm just 1 frame ahead. I can just like put that skip frame somewhere in between the next few frames.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I'm not sure I fully understand. Oh, sorry. So, let's set up the context, right? Like, you're saying that for one client, for one of the players, they are like way ahead when it comes to simulating the game itself, right? And another one is slower. So that like you're behind the other player by like 10 frames. That's what you're saying, right? So wouldn't it make sense for the faster player just to wait it out? Like, what do you mean by 5 frames? Or like, what do you mean by adaptive?
Right. So I'm supposed to wait it out. Like if I'm like say 5 frames ahead of you, or let's say I'm 10 frames ahead of you.
Yeah.
Then I need to insert like 10 frames of skipping.
Yes.
Well, to allow you to catch up, right?
Right. And to the faster player, it will just appear as a lag, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I hope so. I think I implemented it that way.
Right.
Now it's
but then you're
funky.
mentioning adaptive, because like I thought it's just you wait it out until like you are in sync with each other, then you continue, right? But adaptive meaning
But I don't want you to like just suddenly freeze, wait 10 frames and then continue.
Right.
Because that doesn't give a good experience. I at least want you to be able to sort of respond to what's happening, even though you are slightly faster.
Right.
And then you have to like roll back and then come back, roll back, come back. But still, I think it's supposed to give a better user experience, where instead of pausing 10 frames, then after continue. It's like the game continues, but it moves at a slightly slower pace. I don't know what's going on anyway right now. It's like,
right. It's lagging, right?
It's like pausing super badly right now. It's time to go and work on this some more.
I think I think you can also stand to like test this with me during the week or something. Like this is literally the first time you tested this whole week, right?
No, I tested with myself. I tested with myself.
Well, I mean, we all know how reliable that is.
In Singaporean political terms, it's own self test oneself. But anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, this is another bug. I don't know why it's like freezing so much.
Right.
Yeah, I'll have to go and figure this out. So this is what I'll do next week. I'll figure this out.
Right. Got it.
But yeah. So the idea was that if you're 10 frames ahead, you would skip you process 1 frame, skip 1 frame, process 1 frame, skip 1 frame.
Right.
If you stay like 1 frame ahead.
If you mentioned about wanting the best, smoothest experience, wouldn't it be? I mean, wouldn't just letting the client process every single frame as per normal, the smoothest? Wouldn't that provide the smoothest possible outcome? Then you only correct it if the opponent did something, right? Am I making sense?
Say that again.
I'm saying that if you the lag, right? You say the 50 FPS is because you are skipping frames sometimes, right?
Yeah.
That affects responsiveness, right? Like you can kind of see the lag. So I'm just saying, why not just process the input as per normal and then only correct the scene itself once you get the once you get the input from the opponent. Once there's something you need to
that's
correct.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. But what if the scenario is that
Yeah.
I'm running at 60 FPS, but you're running at 50 FPS? Then after some time,
Yeah.
I will always be like, over time, the gap between our frame count, our frame number,
Right.
will increase over time. So
Ah.
in order to sort of compensate for that, I have to slow down on my end.
Right.
So I should end up like playing at like 50 FPS too.
So basically, yeah. So basically, both clients update at the same rate. So it's always locked by whoever is the slower one, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Right.
But anyway, I gotta figure out why this is happening. Why now it's like it's jittering so badly. It goes from 60 FPS to 30 FPS and 60 FPS to 30 FPS.
Yeah. Seems like a bug, maybe. It's a
Yeah,
bug, right?
seems like a bug.
It's a bug, right? Because it's definitely worse than last week.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Restart. Refresh the page again.
Okay, fine. 0?
Yeah. Okay, now it's back. It happened because I left the page and went.
Yeah,
to...
it seems like it's smooth now.
It's still running at 50 FPS. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Oh no, it's happening again.
Oh, it's lagging now.
No. Okay, maybe I'd made things bad. No.
Well, John, amazing progress this week.
Made things worse.
Yeah.
Progress.
All right, man. Okay.
You know how it is. Sometimes things have to get a little worse before they get better.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Okay, then. I'm gonna figure this out. That's the thing for next week, I guess.
Right. Do you have no idea what's causing it at the moment?
I have no idea.
Understood.
It worked fine on my computer. Okay, that's it from me.
Okay. So next week is fixing this. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess it's my turn. I'll do it really fast. Share screen. Hey, where's the bloody window? Oh, there we go. Hang on. Is it showing? It's showing? Okay, good. Anyways, don't mind this. Like I'm trying to get started on. Well, maybe I'll just talk about this first. This is not done yet, but I'm trying to get started on adding a new mechanic, which is like a double jumping wing. So I've been considering this for a while, and then it's also been suggested like about 2-3 times, right, from various players, and they say, hey, you should consider double jumping. So I'm going to include that, but the double jumping will only be enabled through the collection of an item, right, like this item. So it'll just be a pair of flapping wings, and once you grab it, you can double jump. And I'm thinking at the moment, I'm just pondering over like what kind of level design possibilities, like how can I mix this with other mechanics that's currently in place. Yeah.
You can make you can make 2 versions of that.
Two versions.
Make one where well, actually you can do a lot with that.
You have any suggestions?
You can make it a one shot. You can make 2 different kinds of wings. Ones that are permanent and ones that are one shots.
Yeah. So I was at first, right, I was considering that it's one shot, but then one shot comes with a lot of like restrictions, right? Like because how do I put it? It's like I pretty much have to place the item where the double jumping needs to be, where the player needs to double jump. So it's kind of like giving the answer away. So I thought like maybe for now, right, I would make
Not
it
necessarily.
permanent first. Sorry?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Do you have like
You
certain ideas in mind?
Because you can put the wings anywhere, and then only if it's a one shot, only make them go away if they use the double jump. So
Right.
let's say you put it like right at the beginning, and then you have it to where there's only one spot where you can actually do a double jump.
And then if they miss, they have to go back, right?
Yeah, they have to restart or something.
Yeah, so
Put a
I-
trap in there or something.
I think no, I think that's a completely valid point, right? I think there is potential for that as well. I'm just maybe I'm overthinking it, but at the moment I'm just kind of worried that that constraint, right, of you losing the ability and having to return to the point where it spawns. I'm just afraid that if I have that constraint, right, then a lot of my levels will start feeling the same. So, which is why, at least for now, I'm going to test it as a permanent jump first. Then, if that doesn't work out, then I will try a one-time item. Yeah. Yeah, but
you
that's
can also design it to where, where as you climb, where if you miss the double jump,
Yeah.
you would just end up falling down to where the wings are.
Oh,
Or-
right. Yeah, then you
Yeah,
can
that
try
way it's
again
consistent.
without the hassle,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's a good point. So like solving it through level design, yeah.
Mm.
I can definitely consider that. So yeah, so since this is very much a work in progress, I literally just started. There's a lot of possibilities, and I hope to like next week I'll be able to show like a working version of this. But as for the stuff that I've actually done this week, I need to shout out Nugget because like he caught like some bugs that I need to fix. Nugget and another person in the server. Yeah, there's some UI bug because I was like rushing the build for the event. I didn't test it as thoroughly as I should. I'm ashamed to say that. Yeah, but what was the bug again? Let me think. The bug was this. Yeah. Oh yeah. The funny thing is, the bug that Nugget reported was that it crashes when you try to exit from here, right? But I can never reproduce it, like even on device. So, John, if you are able to, like, I'm not saying that you have to do it now or anything, right? But you know, when you're free, if you're able to like just try and exit from any of these levels, right? Can you just see if it crashes, because it actually throws a message for Nugget. Yeah, the worrying thing is he said he can reproduce the bug, but I tried it many times, I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But maybe it has to be like you have to have no stars at all. Maybe it's the
No stars at all.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to
I don't know.
look into that. Yeah. Okay. One more thing is okay, like if I beat this level, let's just beat this level. It's a very stupid AI mistake. Like I just completely forgot about fixing that part before I push the update. So here, right, when I click on the close button, instead of going back to the bonus stage, I went to the level select of World 1, which is a completely broken behavior that I did not test for. That's what happens when you're rushing update. So like
Yeah.
we should never rush an update. Yeah, but of course, like in my case, I only know about the promotion opportunity pretty late, which is why I was rushing. Okay, so that was one fix. I did fix another thing, but I don't remember. But you know what? Let's talk about the localization. So the localized text finally came in. I think I've mentioned it before, but I sent my text for localization through the Google Play developer console. They have like an interface there. So it took them a week to finish localizing the English text to 12 other languages. So I've got the 12 languages, and I put it into the game. So this is English. This is I don't know. What is this? John, what is this language?
I have no idea. It looks like Portuguese.
Portuguese? I see.
Looks
Yeah,
like it.
that's more right. This is German, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, that's more, right? So da 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 da.
Oh.
As Chinese, it's a little bit hard to read with how small the texts are, but yeah, I think it's okay, probably. Right, there's traditional Chinese, Japanese, which took up more space. I was surprised. I think it's because of all the hiragana. Then there's then Korean, right? Looks very packed together, like it's all up there, right? So I could spend the time to space things out, but it's a bit of an effort. I'll think about that. Then back to English. The one language that I've yet to put in is Vietnamese, right? I have the text, but I haven't added the support for it. Yeah, I'm not sure if the font I'm using supports the language. That's my worry. Okay, so that's another thing that was added. One more thing I added is this. So if you beat every single world, right, and then you beat all of the time trial, you will have a crown with you. I'm not sure if you noticed. There's a crown right there. Again, this is Nugget's suggestion, and yeah, yep. Okay, and one more thing I've added is this. If I enable the time trial mode, you'll notice there's a lock here, right? So this is to differentiate runs that is using fixed time step and non-fixed time step. So apparently the speedrunners they want to have like they want both runs to be distinguished from each other, like they are supposed to be distinct. So I added a lock here so that when they do their recording, it's clear what mode they are running the game in. So that's that. The very small touches here and there. I think that's it. So yeah, for me, next week I will be adding the double jumping. But of course, I also want to finally get started on I want to resume work on my Project Robo, the shooting game. I want to actually get some kind of level progression in place, because now I have like combat and I have like a single level, right, that I can play. Now I want to make sure that I can go from one level to the next, so that will be my next task. The thing is, I want to make the transition from level to level be smooth, right? I want it to be slick. Yeah, I want it to be like seamless, and I'll have to figure out how to achieve that. That's it for me. Let me close.
Chiny, I managed to trigger that exiting bug once.
A crashing bug?
Yeah. But now I can't. Yeah. I'm playing the game right now, and then now I can't reproduce it.
No!
I suspect maybe.
Huh?
Well, okay, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with ads.
You think it's ads?
Like when you click on home, it's if you've like died too many times, you're supposed to play an ad, right?
Yes. Also, you think it's that?
Yeah, no, well, I think it might be that.
Okay. Let me write that down.
Maybe. I don't know. Right now I can't figure it.
Ads. You need to beat the level 5 times for the ad to 9 times for the ad to appear.
I have to beat the level 9 times.
Yeah. That's the frequency in which I serve the ad.
Not
Every
based
9
on the
level.
number of deaths.
No, not based on the number of deaths. You need to beat the level for it to count. Because I want to be lenient I want to be like, I don't want the ads to be too in your face, so which is why I opt for that. Maybe from a business standpoint, that's not a good decision, but I think people like it, so.
Yeah.
Hang on, ad causing crash? Question mark?
Possibly.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Possibly, right? Thanks, John.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything special, right? All you did is quit, right?
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, I played like a bunch. I played the first level a bunch. Then after that, I went to the third level, and immediately I hit close, go back to home, and then.
Wait. So say again. You played the first level in the bonus stage.
I played the bonus stage, first level, a bunch times. Then I went to play third level, bonus stage, third level. The first time round, I just went to third level for the first time, and then I just hit pause and home, and then it crashed.
Interesting. Okay, thanks,
How
John.
many times did you beat the first level?
I only beat it once,
Oh,
but I might have beat it a few times. Like I may have played like a bunch of other levels.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
you keep
The
track.
game
Like,
the
it's
game
consistent,
keeps
right?
tracks of how many levels you have beaten consecutively. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
so
Oh,
if you beat the same level over and over again, does that count?
it still counts.
Oh, okay.
It still
Well,
counts.
I guess try and beat the first level over and over again, see if it triggers.
Yeah, I think I will do that. I think I will do that. Yep. Let me note that down. At first, I thought it could be because of the iOS version, because I was using an older version of iOS, right? But turns out not to be the case, because after I updated, I still couldn't reproduce it. But maybe I'll do, maybe I'll do what you suggested. I'll just play it a bunch and then try and quit from mid game and see if it crash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But the crash message, right, that I saw is this is not my code, you know. The crash is not pointing to my code. I'm not quite sure what's I'm not quite sure what's the cause of the problem. Yeah.
The ad. Company.
It's the ad, huh? Oh, that sucks,
I
man.
don't know.
Okay, anyways, thanks. Devious, it's your turn.
It's my turn. I haven't really done much.
That's
I don't know
alright.
why.
That's alright. I think even
Well,
a single line of code is progress.
Yeah. I mean, not to me. You know, gotta do a lot of progress. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's a book. Anyways, let me close stream. Go live. Can you see me?
I can see a loading screen. Oh wait, I can see your I can see your screen.
All right, cool. All right, so all I've added is is the thing I had before. It was just a little blimp guy,
Uh-huh.
little dude.
There we go.
That's all I've had. Oh wait, no. I guess it's this and being able to go from this screen to the next screen. That's a bug, right? It's not supposed to do that.
That's alright.
Yeah,
So
and
some
it's supposed to
UI
have restarted, but because
right. UI
Yeah, that's pretty
changes
much
and yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
That's
mostly,
fine.
yeah.
That's a very cute what do you call that? A blink,
So-
right?
Yeah, I call it a blimp, shopkeep. I don't know. I don't really have a name for it.
Right.
I'm just naming everything blimp. It refers to it now. I was referring it to a shopkeep, but now I'm just referring it to blimp.
Right.
Whatever. Anyways, part of the problem, or I wouldn't say problem, part of the reason why is because that Cult of the Lamb game came out.
Mm.
And like I said before, I knew the moment it came out, I'd get it, and then I'd end up playing it like crazy. I ended up staying up for like 2 days straight, no sleep, just playing that game.
Can I ask like
it's a
what?
really cute game.
Yeah. So what is it that that makes it so kind of explosively popular? Because I'm noticing like more than a couple of students playing it on the day of release in class. You know. So like what?
Yeah. Okay.
What's so great about it?
The big appeal of it is the cuteness, the juxtapose. So it's like really cute looking characters, but you're like sacrificing them and killing them and doing other stuff.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know what it is, but something about that kind of thing is like appealing, especially to like these generations. It's like just a thing. It's like a
They like the
when you
irony.
mix
Maybe?
opposites, and they're really big opposites. Yeah, the irony. Yeah, there you go. The irony of it. I guess you could call it irony. Whatever. So it's like this really cute looking characters, and they're killing each other, and you run a cult. But there's also the sim games are really popular, and so are roguelites, and it mashes both of those up together.
Sorry,
So
a sim game? Is
Get
it
the pluses.
is
Like
a
colony
simulation?
sim. Like you think, think
Civilization?
RimWorld. Not as in depth as RimWorld.
Right,
yeah, so
right.
like
Rimworld.
colony builder here. I could just show you.
Oh,
Because it
sure, sure.
takes like
I didn't know. I didn't know it
yeah.
has like a uh
Yeah, it's
base
got
building portion
two
to it.
elements. It makes this two. Yeah. So there's one portion where you're like building the colony and stuff, and
Oh,
that's your cultist. That's the cultist part. And then there's the second part, which is the roguelite element, which is you go in and you run and you uh do roguelike stuff.
right.
You go in, you fight. Here, I'll show you. It's gonna take real quick just to show it. It's a really nice game.
Hmm.
It's smooth too. Like it just feels so nice, and the art direction is just fantastic.
Right. And it's also
Just
published by
because it
Devious.
has that 3D, the 2D and 3D world, but not export. Yeah, it's also published by the father. So they make good shit, or they publish good shit.
Oh man,
So I guess
it
it's
looks
like
so
the
good.
opening
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's fantastic, man. I'm just jumping in that one, whatever. So let me show you real quick. I'll show you the bottom and the top, and I won't go too in depth into it, but it's pretty addicting. So you got your little lamb dude.
Hmm.
Then this is your like little colony area. So you like build stuff up. You get like graves or whatever. You get like your little houses, and you got your little cultists right here.
Right.
And so they're like praying or whatever, and you can collect this, and then you use that to like upgrade. And then so that's that part. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but
Right, but
you can,
when
like,
you
build all
go
your stuff.
the combat, is it set in the same game state, or is this like completely separate?
So when you go and you you go up here, this is gonna be the roguelike section. So you have these 4 areas. Think Moonlighter. That's what it reminded me the most of. Moonlighter,
Right.
where they had like the 4 areas. Then they go to like different spots or whatever. And so when you go inside of one, it's one of the things I don't like about it though. There are some things that I really don't like. And there are a few bugs that are plaguing some of the people. Before I go more into that, there's also a Twitch integration system.
Right.
So when you get like new cultists and stuff, you can have them be your viewers and whatnot, which is a great way to include them if you're doing that kind of thing. And then they have their own like little app thing where it shows up on the screen, and the viewers can actually like make decisions on the player and whatnot. It's it's a what you'd expect for a really good Twitch integration kind of thing.
Yeah.
To where like they can affect the players, and then they can also be in the game. You get that good inclusivity.
Right. But does that mean that a lot of streamers
Ignore
are
that. That's
currently
just one of the
streaming it?
abilities. You get like this. So yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So here, wait. Let me turn that down. Okay. Just gonna show you. Okay. So this is one of the things I don't like. So it only gives you these choices of 2 weapons, or so you have curses, which are like the magic spells, and then you have the weapons, which are your melee attacks kind of things. So that's all you get though. You can find more, but you're pretty much stuck with that. And the thing you always see with other streamers is that there are some weapons that are like really bad, and then so you come in here and then you're just stuck with them. So you're like, oh my god, I really hate this stupid weapon.
Right.
I'm a fan of a dagger, but some people really hate the daggers because they're weak. This isn't. You don't get this in the beginning, but you get an ability where you can do this. You can just get out of the thing if you want. It is a way to like kind of like mess with it to where you can like just keep doing that until you get like a good weapon or something you like.
Right.
I don't like that system because it takes forever,
Right.
I just wish that they would at least give you like the option of multiple choices instead of just the ones you get, which is really annoying.
And at that point, you're kind of just like, if you're gonna keep restarting, then you might as well just have the option to choose a weapon, right?
Right.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about. But, like, I can understand giving them random weapons at the beginning, but only giving one weapon at the beginning is really annoying. Like a choice of between 3 different for each, like 3 spells and 3 weapons. You only get one of each. That would be nice. or two. Two honestly would fit more of what the feel that they're trying to go for. Because when you're running through the dungeons, you do actually. When you're running through the dungeons, you do actually. God, I forgot where I was going. Yeah, okay. So when you're running through the dungeons, you actually do find more weapons and more magic spells, and you find like NPCs that'll like give you other stuff and whatnot, and that'll change up the run.
Right.
Oh, sorry, the new day started. Right. So one of the things you also get. Oh, really? You can't? Wow, I didn't know that. All right, so they're the cards. Here, let me just. Oh yeah. So I was just saying. One of the things I've been learning about this game, or while playing it, so you get. Oh yeah, let me go over this. So these things right here are called cards. You get these are the things that really change up the gameplay of the runs, and they work really well. I really like this system. So when you're running through the game, right now the thing I have, it just gives you 4 random ones at the beginning, and you can't get any more. So it's not the best example, but here we are. All right, so you get these like cards, and you just get more of them over throughout the runs. That's a little upgrade system. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, some of the stuff I've really learned about it is just the appeal of that combination of the roller coaster, where you get the action and fun of like this battling area stuff, the roguelike part, and then you get to the calm where you have to do like the sim stuff, and I don't know, it's just really addicting. Just and when you're running through the dungeon, it's also real time, like what's happening in the village is still happening in the village, so you have to like plan ahead and whatnot to make sure certain status effects and whatnot don't happen while you're gone or whatever. You can keep track of that while you're in the dungeons by looking at this kind of menu.
Right.
There's another thing I really don't like, where you can't. Okay, so if you go to the cultists, the followers, you can't see. Each one has like special traits, but it doesn't show you in this menu. It's really annoying. You have to go up to one of them. You have to read their mind, and that's the only way you can see all that stuff.
Right.
It's really tedious. I really don't like it. It'd be better if you could just look at it right away, so you keep better track of it. But it's cute. It's cute because you can like. Let me show you one of the cute things. You can just dance with them. Yeah. See, it's like cute stuff like this, and then you, and then you. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna show you.
It's a combination between cute and creepy.
And you can do things like, and then you can do things like this where you hold like sermons. So it's very heavy on the whole religious stuff.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't talk about real religions, but it's very.
It's making a commentary on it.
What's the word? Yeah, there you go. Commentary on it.
What are you talking about? This is just Animal Crossing with a bit of, cult issues going on.
Yeah, it's like I guess it's like a mix between Animal Crossing and Legend of Zelda, I guess. Or Binding of Isaac. That was the one that most people think of. So you can do like rituals and stuff, so you can like sacrifice them.
I can sacrifice them. Are they willing?
Yeah, they put up their little hoods and stuff.
Oh my.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. You get doctrines. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers, by the way, if you wanted to play this. I'll just show you this first.
Play eventually, but it's fine. You can show if you want to.
Okay. So as you just now, what you saw when I was choosing my thing. Wait, no. Or already since I maxed it out. Since I maxed it out, it's not gonna show anymore. But when I was outside and I danced with a dude and then he like started lighting up and he threw all his faith at me. Yeah, so that upgrades. Whenever you do that, you get a little piece of a doctrine. And when you collect 3 pieces of a doctrine, then you can actually upgrade a certain part. Each one has a different section. If you look on top up there, you get like all these little sections. You have like law and order, possessions, and you have max of 4.
Right.
So when you put the doctrine towards it, you get a choice between 2 things. and that changes up your entire run later on because each one does different stuff.
Oh.
It's like a yin and yang kind of thing. So like one is usually like a good one, and the other one's like a bad one, or so forth, or sort of.
Right.
And some of them say like, so like if you read it, it says all cult members gain a belief in afterlife trait. It says like only lose negative faith when a follower dies instead of negative 20. So it's stuff like that like accumulates. So then if I were to stick to the bad part of this one, or because of this one, I can do worse stuff, but like be rewarded for it because they're like into it.
Right.
But if you chose like the good ones, and they wouldn't be into it if you did the bad stuff. So it jumps around. So you gotta choose what you want. The left one is a good one, right one's a bad one.
Right.
Anyways, how I see it, anyways. Yeah. So you get that. What was the crown? Oh yeah, you get like little equipment, which also changes up the game. See, they really go pretty deep into the just a bunch of stuff to make each run different. Which is why I was like, I understand why they wanted only one weapon, but it's just 2 would just be so much better. And you get your little whatever's. I really wish it was a little more in depth though, like RimWorld. Well, maybe not as in depth RimWorld where you have to build it up or whatever, but like a little more effects and stuff. But so far, every building does something except for the stupid decorations.
Right.
There's a ton of those. They don't do anything, but sometimes they come up to you and they're like, "Can you make us some decorations or whatever?" And you just slap them down or whatever. That's
Right.
kind of boring for those kind of things. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. Or you can like pick up their poop.
It's very
Like, they
cool.
poop in these outhouses.
I have one
Yeah.
question about death in this game. Is it permadeath or like how does it work?
Oh, I think saying death.
Or death like dying.
Death is so. If you look in the top right, you'll see a day counter. I've never lost all my followers, so I don't know what will happen if you do.
Right.
But you can just keep killing them. They can go down to 1. I know. 'Cause you
Well,
start off
but
at
what
1.
about your own character? Because you can engage other
Oh.
things in combat, right? What happens?
Yeah. So when you die over in here,
Yeah.
let me show you the. Whenever I left, it showed you like the death screen, or the end screen, I should call it, because dying isn't the only way you see that screen. I gotta remove that. I don't like it that much because you can collect so many more when you don't have it on.
Right.
So let's say you died, it would say like death, and then you would lose like 20% of the resources that you had gathered. It would show like I should have collected some resources. Anyways, in the last screen, it showed like resources. You would lose some of those, like a certain percentage. If you die, it's like 20%. If you just escape, you lose like 10%, I think it is. But if you win, then you get like an extra 20% on top of whatever you already have.
Oh, so your character never dies for real.
Yeah, your character never dies. He just ends up doing this right here, where he just comes up right here and he's like. Sometimes it'll have little cutscenes where you talk to the what do they call him? The one that waits, I think.
The one that waits.
So that's the whole premise here. Is that yeah. So the story is that let me see if I can remember it all. It's pretty short, but
Okay.
but only mentions it like really once. Okay, so the premise is there's a prophecy that there's going to be a lamb that's going to rise up and he's going to kill all the current rulers. I forget what they're called. The current other cult leaders. So each of these rooms is each cult leader's room.
Yeah.
And at the end of each one, you got to like kill them, and then you gather like their heart, gather like their heart or something, or their eye. Like a body part, and then use that to do other stuff. So basically, the story is. They had the prophecy and they were scared. It was like a Zeus thing. So they ended up killing all the lambs. And you were the last lamb to be killed. So what ended up happening is they kill you. Like, it doesn't show blood or anything. But it automatically cuts you in like hell or whatever, purgatory.
Okay.
Wherever he is, wherever the one that waits is. I don't know where that place is called. But yeah, so then you walk up to him and he's like all chained up. And he tells you, like, he makes a deal with you. Where it's like, you're the one that I've chosen to be my vessel, and then that's what that little hat is. It's like his powers, and so he gives us like his powers basically, or like a weaker version. You know, it's not all his power, but and so you use that to start the cult, and that's where all this starts going on. And then you start off with just like the lower level of this, nothing. Then you have a little rat dude that like shows you how to start off and whatnot, and then they just let you go, let you start doing it, and then they slowly introduce newer stuff over and over. Like this, they introduce a little bit after the beginning. Like there's different little locations you can go to. Not like to fight or anything, but to just do other stuff. The mini games in this are actually pretty fun. They are mini games, so it's like really short stuff, but it's just a short little fishing mini game. You know, people love those.
Fishing.
You know, you do is wait for the fish. You fishing.
Of course. Every game must have a fishing mini game.
Yeah. And you know, you get like little shops or whatever around there, and buy like new skins or whatever for your villagers, for your followers.
Chiny, where's your
like
fishing mini game in Jamjabor?
Where's my fishing mini game in Jamjabor?
How would you even do that? I guess they'll make a flying fish. You gotta like jump to catch him.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways.
Oh man, this game looks
so
good,
a lot of stuff I've been learning just from this. What?
No, I'm saying this game looks good, man. Looks good.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
So smooth when you attack. It feels good.
This developer used to make mobile games, I think. Massive Monster, right?
Super Giant? What was it?
Massive Monster.
Monster.
Yeah, I recognize their name.
I don't know much about them.
Yeah, they made. Oh yeah, they made Adventure Pals. They made Flash games before. The Adventure Pals. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
Adventure Pals.
Yeah, I think John might have seen it.
Oh wait, no.
I
was thinking of the.
Yeah, like their previous game was the Adventure Pals, so they are quite prominent in the Flash game scene, I think. They were quite prominent. It's cool, man. Oh, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. So, anyways,
yeah.
The point of all was well, first of all, I really like that kind of gameplay. So like that's really up my alley, and just playing it gives me like a good glimpse of like a good way to like mish and mash that kind of stuff together. And feeling just how it can be so addictive, and the art style combination as well. All of it just all together is just really nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it game of the year because it has a few bugs.
Right.
A good number of bugs, really. But I think with time they'll be able to add more stuff because they said they're doing free updates. So I think later down the line it's going to be like a lot bigger. Hopefully they put in what's it called? Player created content. What's up?
Downloadable content?
What's up?
Sorry. You're saying adding more patches, right? That's what you meant, right?
Oh yeah. More content. Yeah, that's what they said, anyways. So I'm hoping they also add mods because that'd be pretty nice. But because they have DLC and stuff, I don't know if they would. Because the DLC is like skins, and so like, why would you put mods in if you're selling skins or something? I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna approach that. But it'd be nice if they did, because then that's like RimWorld style kind of stuff, more different structures and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot they can do with it. Like this is it's a really good. I mean, it's more than a base, obviously. You know, it's something that they can definitely build even more off of. So just playing it, I was learning all kinds of stuff. I was actually able to make some parallels that I could add to Crueler, but I'm kind of tempted to not do that, you know, because it's just more work.
Right.
One of the big pulls, and it just solidifies my whole theory on the whole random thing. You know, like I was talking about a few weeks ago, I think. I don't remember exactly when. I was talking about how crazy it is that people really like that random stuff, and just how I don't know how to explain it.
Random stuff like roguelike elements, right?
Yeah, like why that's such a good appeal. Like I love roguelites and I play them now and again.
Yeah,
We're
I
playing
feel
this
like
game.
roguelike is like it has a great appeal to YouTubers and streamers, right? Because every time they stream, it's like a different
Yeah,
experience,
yeah,
and maybe because all of the streamers are playing them, or it kind of helps to spread the word, and that's how it's possibly one of the reasons why the genre is as big as it is today.
yeah, yeah. Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Big pool. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Did you forget?
Oh, right.
Yes.
But one of the big things was, and this is something I was thinking of adding already, was the treasure chests to add the elements that change up the game. Because one of the things somebody mentioned in one of the posts in the discussions for Crueler
Yeah.
was that once you kind of figured out how to play the game, then you pretty much knew how to beat the game, every time.
Right.
And I'm kind of okay with that, but I'm also not in the sense of I want people to have more fun with the game, but I'm also okay with it because I don't want to keep working on the game.
Right. Right.
Like it's a small game. I want to work on something new.
Yeah.
And,
Don't forget the Knights of the Living Dead.
Yeah, that one. Oh man, there's actually a couple games that I have that I've gotten pretty far in, but I just stopped.
Yeah, I mean, Knights of the Living Dead is like completely playable already, right?
Yeah, and it's got like what 4 sections now,
Yeah.
4 whole sections. Yeah, so I'm on the fence on that one. So I might do what I had planned before, where I like finally get the meta progression in, push that out, and then leave it at that for a while. Then I can always come back to it to like upgrade it. But then until then, I'm working on something else. Maybe leave a bunch of notes for myself so I don't forget what certain things are. Because there is some spaghetti code in there.
You mentioned something else. What's that something else you have in mind?
What?
Like you mentioned work on something else, right? Aside from Kula. So what do you have in mind?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so I do want to go back to Night of the Living Dead, but a part of me, I don't know if it'll be as appealing. So did I ever show you? Or I never gave it a name. I just called it Untitled.
Is it
did I ever show you
the Mac one?
Oh no, that one was just like messing around some more.
Oh.
That's actually been a project that's been jumping around a lot, or like the universe or whatever. If the first one, like this was years ago, started as like a basic platformer kind of thing. Well, not even platforming. There was no jumping.
Right.
We were just running around and beating shit with a bat, and that grew into a ship design kind of thing where like you would go from place to place using a giant ship that you had to fill in and build up and whatnot.
Okay.
This was like in my first year of even doing programming and stuff. I was, overscoping everything.
Yes, common problem.
Out of the grandeur. Yeah. So that one's just been blowing up, and that one has like its own universe as well. That's the Junkerpunk universe.
Right.
You have like a title and everything for it. Anyways, that's a different universe. And then I have the Crueler universe, or I'm calling it right now. It's called the Isle of the Crowns. That's in the same universe as Crueler. The little board chess game that I made a while back.
Right.
Yeah, so that's that universe. Then you have the Junkerpunk universe, and then you have the title's still in the works, but I think if I remember, it was Yonder Blue was the name of the game. Basically, you fly an island and you play as a little Yeti dude. I don't know if you ever saw that.
You fly an island.
Wait a minute, you can see this, right?
No, I don't think you're sharing your screen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. That's right, I closed it. Let me... No. Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't think I ever did show you this. Maybe I did. I don't know. Whatever. Let me share my screen again.
Okay.
Wait, dev chat. Is that gonna? Let me test to see if this works. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm in a different channel right now, and I started.
Devious
it.
chat, amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so like this game I made a good while back too. It's like you played as a little Yeti dude.
Oh, I have not seen this before.
You can see this, right? Yeah. And I progressed pretty far with this one too. Stuff like, what's this? Yeah, so you like, you body slam the trees and what to get the resources. What is this? Right, this is like how to build like your area, so you like move around and stuff, climb the ladder.
That's really cool.
Yeah. This is something I've been thinking about going back to, because I had gotten so far into it. Yeah, how you move around is like you roll. You got like a little map and you move around. These little propeller things over here, they like determine your speed. And then when you're in this little map, you can choose what direction you move in. I'd probably change that up a little, but yeah, this all, and this is when I jumped over to.
Right.
Oh wow, was that before? No way.
It's from what, 2020?
So yeah, this was Was it 2 years? Yeah, May. Yeah, I'm surprised this was before this one.
This is the one you released on
I thought that was
Steam,
that.
right?
Yeah, the first one. The first game I released on Steam. I still gotta get back to that game.
Is it still in early access?
Yeah, it still is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was set as like abandoned or something.
But the thing is, you released your second Steam game, right? Like, did it drive any sale to your first game?
I don't know. I didn't really want to check because I kind of felt bad if it did. You know,
I kind of felt
because I haven't messed with it in such a long time.
Oh, right.
I haven't messed with it in a really long time, so I feel kind of bad if somebody, you know, what was this?
Right.
All right, yeah, it's me and. Yeah.
See a lot of speeding
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, so that's something I've been thinking about going right back to, because I really like the idea of, you know, building up your, what do you call it?
Flying island. Oh man, that's cute.
No, I'd probably keep it, to be honest. Yeah. See, just watching this is making.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just go back to it even more. Just.
Yeah. So when you'll get back to this after.
Yeah, like I'm on
Sorry, what?
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to just go straight to this before going back to night, or if I want to continue night and do this.
Well, I mean,
just because
you should do whatever you most feel like, I think.
Yeah, that's a problem though. I don't know. It's kind of both that I really want to work on. But because this one I haven't worked on in a while, the feeling is kind of more on this one. So it's like, if I had given night more time, if it was night, it was between night and Yonder Blue, and I had to make that decision, and both had like the same kind of appeal to them right now. There's no way I'd be able to choose, and it's kind of like the same right now.
Right. Flip a coin, man.
So I can't really. I'm not entirely sure which one I should. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I'm like, do I really want to make like a few month decision? The decision that'll take up a few months, maybe in a year, because you know this kind of stuff takes a while.
Yeah.
Do I really want to take just flip a coin for something that's going to take me months? You know. But one of the big problems where I stopped this was the combat. But playing Cult of the Lamb gave me some ideas where, so before the plan was to have them teleport down to the surface, because in this world the surface is completely covered in like corruption and stuff.
Right.
And so that's why you're on a flying island. So what the plan was, what you could do is you could like teleport down and you could go collect more resources.
Yeah.
That would help build up your structure, or whatever, your island. And that's how all this started happening and whatnot. That's the idea behind how this would all happen. How it would lead up to this.
Right.
But there's no jumping though, so it wasn't any platforming. But then I was like, I kind of do want that now, just because it feels so nice in terms of moving around and stuff. And with that comes other issues or whatever. But I don't know. I'm pretty confident in how I implement platforming now, thanks to Night.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, I agree.
Oh, you were making noises. I was like, oh, am I cutting you off?
No, not at all.
Okay. So yeah, I'm struck. Yeah, I'm struck between either returning back to this, which I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of stuff because I don't remember the code at all. So I'm gonna give that a look over. And it was also the older code too, I believe, before they fixed the arrays and made it to where you can have multiple arrays. It was you could only do doubles. Is that what it's called? 2D? Yeah, you can only do 2D arrays. Yeah.
Right.
And I think this was before that. I'm not entirely sure. I could probably check.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, 2 years ago, I don't think they have that support. They have not changed the way the arrays are addressed. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to redo all that. Yeah. Anyways, I'll probably go for the cute. No, well, that's actually was part of what it was, because it looks all cute right here and up top, but the plan was that it'd be all like dangerous and bad on the bottom, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then like when you're up here, you would have like environmental effects where it would attack your island, or whatever, like lightning, start fires, whatever. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But playing Code of Lamb, before I had issues with like the design of how you like play stuff. You know how you see that block moving or whatever, and that's like where you can play stuff. So in Code of Lamb, you just go into a menu and you just put stuff down, and then even in Code of Lamb, you can just move stuff around like all willy nilly. So I think I'd forgo some of the more complicated stuff to just do that.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That makes the experience a lot more smoother. Yeah. Also, the other idea was to have little mushroom people that build stuff and whatnot. I don't know if I would keep that, because I kind of like the whole lonely island kind of thing. It's a song, isn't it?
Lonely, yeah. I mean, no, isn't it a band?
Yeah, I think it's
the bunch of people that sang G's in My Pants, right?
Is that who it is? No way.
It is the Lonely
Is
Island.
it? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
And the dick in the box.
Threw it on the ground.
Yeah, I threw it on the ground, exactly.
Wow. Alright. So that's that.
Oh, that's great. Looking forward to your new project.
Yeah. Well, I mean, returned project, I should say.
Yes.
I guess new to you, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when do you see yourself finishing Cruller?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's recap then. John?
Well, I'm going to try to figure out my networking issues.
You should like reach out to me during the week we can test.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a bit more time because I just had my final class, so I only have grading left to do.
Awesome.
Okay, so just fixing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the game? Any upcoming game projects you have in mind? None.
I don't know. I have a few ideas in mind, but I don't know which one to pursue.
Any one of them, John?
Any one of them?
Yeah. I mean, having one project is better than having none, right? I mean, like yeah. Like what's stopping you from just choosing any one of them?
analysis paralysis. It's like too many choices. What do I do?
What do I do? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's analysis paralysis. Okay. I guess it's my turn. I want to add the double jumping mechanic, or I want to release a build of Jump Jerboa next week for beta testing. I want to test for at least a week this time around before I release. Then I want to resume work on Project Robo, right? Which is like my new IP, so I need to get that. I need to resume work on that. Yeah, that's it for me. And Devious?
Sorry. I haven't. My throat's really dry right now. I need some water. I am going to try and jump back into Crueler, try and get that meta progression finally out.
Yeah.
Again, not get distracted by Colt. Because I got pretty far in that one. I feel like I got most of. I felt like most of what the game was going to offer. Though I did see some streams and there's some extra stuff that I haven't gotten to, but whatever. I'll just start watching streams now that I got a good grasp of the game, so I can work and watch and enjoy. So I'm gonna focus on that. I'm not gonna think about which game I'm gonna jump to next yet until because the more I think about it, the more I want to drop. The more I want to just jump to working on the other game and not continue with Crueler.
Right.
Try not to think too much on that temptation.
yeah, agree.
Although thankfully it's being sold, so I have like people that are, I don't want to say depending on it because I don't think they're like strapped to their seats waiting for the next update.
No, but they are interested in seeing more, right?
Yeah.
So that's always great motivation. Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I think I would have dropped it a little while back.
Right.
That first version, been like I'm done with it, whatever.
Mm.
But no, it's because I got fans, I guess. Yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah, that's great.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just work more on the meta progression, like I said last week, but got distracted.
Yep. Okay, that's great.
All right, yeah, that's it.
Okay. So I guess we'll continue again next week. Oh yeah, I just it completely slipped my mind, but Chow couldn't join us again this week.
I thought he was here the whole time.
So Chow told us, and he said to quote him, he said that he's completely effed up now, or some sinus issue, I think. So he's going to see the doctor tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. So get well soon, Chow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I guess we will do this again next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, same timing Sunday. I'll see you all, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
You going? Goodbye.
Bye. That was fun. Cult of the Lamb looks good. Cult of the Lamb looks good. Anyway, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna be working on. I need to make sure that the double jumping wings work. And yeah, and then I'll have to plan my schedule for how to work on Project Robo. Actually, I want to start a side project as well. I want to remake Jump Over the Rings because that's one of my games that I like a lot, right? But hasn't really gotten any attention. I just feel like if I were to remake it today, it will get more attention, I think. Don't do it, Chiny. Yeah, it's just. I have a playable scenario with Project Robo, right? It's great and all. I like what I have at the moment. But it's just that to get it to the finishing point requires me to work on a lot of mechanics. And it's dawned on me that I'm never going to finish it this year. Which is why I'm considering a side project that is small enough that I can finish. Is this a trap? It feels like a trap, right? The temptation, that's right. Is Serious Scramblers finalized? It is. It is. It's released on Poki.com already. So the web version is finalized, right? So I'm just it's published now, and I'm just checking to see if there's any bugs that I need to fix. So that's that. But the mobile version of Serious Scramblers is having some troubles because I'm not the ad library. The ads library is outdated, so it's not working. Which means that I'm not making any money from that game at all. Yeah. So I need to schedule. I need to like set aside time to update the game so that it's working properly. So that's something that is in the back of my mind for the past few weeks. Let's see. Hello, Beat 112A. Hello. Wait, it's not Beat. Sorry, BCat 112A. I'm sorry. How's it going? But like no more needed updates. No, unless there are bugs, then I'll need to update it. Yeah. But the mobile version is the biggest trouble for me. Hey, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Yeah, but the mobile version is the biggest trouble for me because I literally need to refactor a whole huge portion of the game, right, in order to push a new build to iOS and to Google Play. Yeah, that actually requires like quite a lot of work, so I'm not looking forward to it. But I still need to do it, so I think I will try to get that done by the end of the year. But I think my topmost priority is definitely to work on my new IPs. So I'm thinking Project Robo and a new side project. Yeah. So it's super tedious. It's super tedious. It's like it's basically code that has to deal with IAP and ads. It's not like the fun thing, right? We did not become game designers or game developer to work on stuff like this, but it's stuff that we have to do, unfortunately. Yeah. Yes, there is a PC version of Scramblers. So PC version and Switch version of Scramblers, I do not need to update them, right? Thankfully. Yeah, PC builds of games tend to work for like longer periods of time. It's the mobile environment that is constantly changing, right? That requires us to keep updating it. That is super annoying to me, right? Yeah. So I need to update that. In the case of Serious Scramblers, you get like 2 continues, right? One continue is you can use your coins to buy a continue, which is part of the game mechanic. Another is a monetization one, right? Which you watch a video ad in order to continue. So you get 2 continues, but because the ads is broken, right? The game become extra difficult because you no longer have access to one of the continues. You cannot watch an ad to continue anymore. So the game becomes like all that much more difficult. So I need to fix that. Damn. Okay, I think I should end it here. Let me just... I did not break anything, did I? Let me see. Yep. Okay, so I guess I will just need to... Okay, first thing first, I need to release a new build of Jamjaboa. Let me just write that down. New build Jamjaboa. This crown position bug I need to fix. I just realized that was a bug. Ads issue. Right, the crashing bug, right? I need to fix that. Okay, then after that I can work on Project Robo. Got it. Sounds like a really bad... Yeah, it is. It's very bad. Yeah. Thankfully no one is like at the moment no one is complaining about it. Like no one gave me a 1 star to say, hey, it's too difficult. So luckily that is not like it's not something urgent that I need to fix immediately. Yeah, but I need to get to it eventually. Okay, thanks man. It's only been 99. Yeah, it's only been 99. Yeah. First one started in John's room. Yeah, we were talking about the... Wow! I can show you the very first one. That was like so long ago. The very first one I was working on I was trying to work on a procedural platformer action thingy. Let me see. Do I have it here? Oh, hang on. So I have the entire archive in my hard drive. There we go, there's the first one.
Okay.
That's my game from the very first dev chat. I never finished it. I have a terrible track record with finishing stuff. Look at that. You know, there was a comment about the character design, like someone on Facebook say, I guess this guy is Canadian, and I've never gotten the joke for the longest time until I watched South Park. Then I got it. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude's Canadian. Yep, that was the first one. Unless they feel like it's so bad with the retries that they just don't say anything. The worst kind of lost customers. Yeah, it's possible, it's possible. Yeah. But even then, right, because like I'm looking at the daily downloads, so at the moment I'm getting like a few hundred downloads for Jump Jabua every day. But for Serious Scramblers the number is a lot lower. It's like between it's usually around like 20-30 plus downloads. So it's at the moment it's like it's pretty small at the moment. There isn't a lot of traffic to it. So I guess because of that it's not super urgent for me to fix the problem. Yeah, but I definitely want to fix it at some point because I feel like the game is due for an update. Like I need to make a new character for the game. I feel like if I add a new character, I can let Apple know, and then they can promote it again, which would be good, right? Which would be great. So I'm thinking of that. Years of history in this chat. Yeah, I've uploaded all of this into the playlist as well on YouTube, so they are all there, right? And it's great. You know, sometimes we talk about some stuff and then I might forget, right? But I can go back to it to look it up. Yeah, I remember John talking about this mathematical subject or mathematical concept. What is it called again? Recurrence relations. Yeah, I think that one is important when it comes to fixing one of my physics problems. So yeah, now it's recorded in video form now, so it's great. I can always revisit it. Okay. Yeah, anyway, thanks Devious. Thanks for hanging around. Let's do it again next week, yeah? I will see you... Wait, shoot. Is there anyone I can raid actually? Is there anyone I can raid? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. There isn't anyone currently streaming that I know of. Unless I get overshadowed again. Wait, overshadowed? You mean for dev chat? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, Carol, you want to start a stream? Sure. And then I'll go raid you. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, unless I have too much on the table, right? But it should be fine. I think like ever since I've started dev chat, I've only ever postponed it like twice, I think. Twice. Once because I had to get the vaccination, and the other time it was, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. All right, Carol. If you're streaming, I will do a raid. Do, 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 do. That was 1 hour and a half. Oh, you mean today's session? Yeah, today's session is slightly more than an hour, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I should animate this thing, you know. Let's make it flat. I think I need to make it flat. I can just use code to make it flat, I think. Double jump. Ah, I need to start scribbling more levels again. Let me grab my notebook. So John just messaged me. Apparently he reproduced the crash again. How did he do that? Yeah, like camera create doesn't take any arguments. What's that? That's not my code, is it? Oh, Carol's live. Let's read Carol. So let's do the thing. I'm gonna type the command. Carol. Okay, thanks everyone for hanging around. Thank you so much. Next week we will be doing dev chat again. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you all very, very soon. Let me run the outro, and then we are done. Bye. You're off to make some food. Oh, alright. Thanks for hanging around, Devious. I appreciate it. See you.